Jacob deceiving his blind father Isaac. Jacob pretends to be his brother Esau.
I smell a goat. Is that you, my son Esau?
Yes, my trusting father. Bless me.
After Jacob deceived his father Isaac, he fled from his brother Esau. Jacob traveled across the barren desert. Jacob prays to God for safety. Jacob was not forgotten by the God of Abraham and Isaac. Jacob is given an amazing dream. He sees a stairway to heaven, and the top of it reached to heaven. And behold, the angels of God ascending and descending on it. God had an eternal plan for Jacob and his descendants. Jacob arrived at his crafty uncle Laban's home and fell in love with Laban's daughter, Rachel. Laban would lie to Jacob. Lying was a bad habit of Jacob's. God doesn't like lying.
Laban was an idol worshipper and had no problem cheating and lying to Jacob. Laban took Jacob to the school of hard lessons. The God of Abraham and Isaac was changing Jacob for the better. Jacob thought he was marrying Laban's daughter Rachel. Laban tricked Jacob into marrying Rachel's sister Leah. It was dark, as though Jacob was blind. Like tricking a blind father. That first night with Leah was rough for Jacob. A million thoughts nagged at him. It smelled like Rachel and the voice was close. But that couldn't be Leah, could it? Jacob thought about how he had tricked his old blind father. If only I could see better. Maybe it's time to remove that sexy veil. Rachel takes her father's idols. Laban can't find them. The idols were later buried in the desert when Jacob learns that Rachel has them. Jacob trusted God and was not an idolater. Years later Jacob is lied to by his sons. Jacob is heartbroken in bed. He thinks his favorite son Joseph has been killed. His lying sons have used the blood of a goat to stain Joseph's garment.
Jacob doesn't realize that he has been tricked by the blood of a goat. Reminiscent of how Jacob had used the smell and feel of a goat's skin to trick his old blind father Isaac. In Jacob's old age, he was reunited with Joseph. They were in Egypt. Jacob had lots of time to remember how he had learned not to be a deceiver. Jacob learned that God does not like deception.
Jacob in Egypt, remembering the goat lessons in his past.
The first lesson was when he pulled the goat trick on his dad, Isaac. The second lesson was when his sons pulled the goat trick on him. The ultimate lesson was, you reap what you sow. God is not mocked.
The irony of the life of the man of God. Deceivers should expect deception.